Welcome everyone, this is Gwydion, and today I'm going to be playing 11th Beast, a solo monster hunting game by Exeunt Press. Taken me a while to get this to my virtual table. I actually saw this on one of my favorite channels, The Lone Adventure, and I would encourage you to check out his playthrough. Might have been a year ago, but I found it there. I bought this game a while back, and I've played several Exeunt Press games on my channel, games like Tolland and also Caveat Emptor. I'll link those in cards above here in the video. But I've really enjoyed these games. There's a little bit of journaling, but not a ton. You can obviously use as little or as much as you want. And yeah, let's dive in. I'll read the overview of what the game's about, and then I'll explain the tools I'm going to use to play, and then we'll dive right in. Let's jump to the game overview. You are a crown inquisitor of the Imprecatory Society of Solomon's House, a secret order of daemon hunters commissioned by King James to battle the first beast. Since then, a new beast has arrived every 13 years. The year is 1746, and the 11th beast is approaching. Investigate the rumors, learn its secrets, hunt it down, and purge this evil from the land. Knowledge is your weapon. Investigate unverified rumors of the beast using the Codex Inquisitorum. Verify your notes at the Society's quarters beneath All Hallows, the Great Church, transforming them into learned secrets. Find wards and weapons to prepare for the hunt. Exploit its weaknesses. Kill the beast. All right, so what am I going to be using today? I'm going to be using the playingcards.io table that I created. At this point, I can't release this one for free. There's some copyright info, and I believe Exeunt Press might be working on something for their games for virtual tabletop. So right now, this is only my setup. Although I do have dice pools ready to go that I could use, I'm going to be using 3D dice just to show the dice roll across the screen. I just thought that would be more fun, but I'll be using this to remember what actions I need to take, track my progress, and the like. And then finally, I'll be using Sojor VTT just to create my journals if needed. And if I need to pause the recording to think about my journal entries, I'll do that. So let's open the PDF again and let's go to the setup. All right. So we're beginning the first day of the game on May 13th, 1746. We need to place our Inquisitor token at All Hallows the Great, and then have a Beast token, rumor tokens ready, and record all investigations in our notebook. So let's place our token on All Hallows the Great, which is this cross over here. So we'll put that there. We have our tokens ready up here. And this section up here will be for our wounds. If we get 3 wounds, we're dead and the game's over. And yeah, go back. So what's next? So the beast approaches. Roll 1d8 and find the location number on the map. Now, I thought we needed to first name the beast. I feel like I skipped a step already. Let's, here we go, the name of the beast. So let's do this first. And I do have this kind of set up automated in 3D dice. So let's roll and name it. And you should see that across the screen. So Moon Fiend, great, Hogesdon. Moon Fiend Hogesdon is our beast's name. So I'm going to open Sojor, and we're going to say that's the date. Beast is Moon Fiend Hogesdon. I apologize if I'm butchering that pronunciation, but we're going to go with that for now. All right. Now we've done that, and we place our token where it needs to go. Moon Fiend of Hogesdon. All right, all good. And initial setup we've done. So yeah, let's roll 1d8 and find the location number on the map. So we're going to use that. And you'll see that in here. So that's the Marshalsea Prison. Yeah, Marshalsea Prison. So that's where the beast is currently, I believe. And that is number 7. That's good. It's as far down as we could have gotten it. I like that. because obviously the closer it is to you, the more chance that it's going to attack you. So, or that it can defeat you, I suppose. All right, so we've done that. I think we'll jump into taking actions. The location has a rumor token, which it doesn't. Place the beast at that location. The beast is around. Oh, otherwise, location does not have a rumor token. Place one at that location. I jumped the gun. So we're going to place a rumor token at that location. And the UV stands for unverified. All the rumors are unverified until you get a chance to verify them at the All Hallows, the great location. All right, so we've done that. So that's too bad because I have to go all the way down there to get the rumors. It's a location. Place one at that location. The beast is on the map. It's not. Okay, that's all good. So I think that's it. So we want to find these rumors. So I think we'll have to start moving that way. So let's look at our actions. We can move our Inquisitor token to an adjacent location. Certainly going to do that first. So I'll move that token down there. I'm going to move him there. Investigate one rumor token from your location. There are no rumor tokens there. Verify I'm not there. Hunt if you're in the same location. So I'm going to move twice. I'm going to move down here, and then I will reset these so that we start again. All right, I'm heading down. I'm making my way to the Marshalsea prison to see if I can learn more about this beast. All right, so we're going to roll a d8 again. Do that. That's a 6, which is Cox's Wharf. Cox's Wharf. So again, the beast is not on the map. The beast is not there. So we're going to put a rumor token on Cox's Wharf, which is 6. So now I can either go there or down here. I kind of feel like I'm going to go down to the prison first, just because the chances of hopefully running into the beast. Yeah, there's a lot more chances the beast will be further away, I would think. As the beast will only be 1 or 2 away in many locations for this one. Well, he's not on the map, though. Maybe I do want to... I'm going to go to Cox's Wharf. All right, so my first action, I'm going to go to Cox's Wharf. And that does... I'll just put this off to here. Put that off to here. And there we go. And so now I can investigate. So we're going to do that. Remove one rumor token from your location. I'm going to remove that and draw a card from the deck. Use the Codex Inquisitorum to add a detailed, unverified rumor about the beast to your notebook. So let's give this a shuffle. So I know it's shuffled, and 4 of spades. Let's go to the Codex Inquisitorum. So we're going to record all this information, but let's first go find out. Oh, actually, shoot. I think first. So first what we do, you'll roll a 6-sided dice to determine the name. So we're going to find the name of the person and where the rumor was located. So we're going to start here. I have this set up. So we're going to roll our 3d6 for the name. And that is Blood Hag. Wait, I rolled the Beast Approaches. Sorry about that. We're going to roll this one for the name. How about this? All right, Isolde Huxham had a dream. So let's go to our rumor. So we are at Cox's Wharf, and Isolde Huxham. Isolde Huxham, and we'll just say had a dream. And the card suit is spades. And the rumor type, let's see, the rumor type for spades is a ward or a protection. So that is a ward. That's great because wards help you fight him or the beast. And now 4 of spades is a bell made of lead. Do that. Bell made of lead. All right. So let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, it is 4 of spades. Sometimes I feel like I get the suits wrong. So day 1 investigated Cox's Wharf and talked with Isolde Huxham, who had a dream of the foul beast. And in that dream, let's see, he saw an old man ringing a large bell made of lead, which seemed to weaken the beast. All right, so this is still, actually, this isn't day one. I think what I'll do, I'll just call this day one, travel day two. I'll just keep it all in one little journal here, day two. And then say day three, we'll just keep going like that. So, okay. I just want to keep my notes so I don't forget. And this is the Moon Fiend of Hogesdon. So maybe this is we don't know what the beast looks like yet. So we've investigated and we added the detailed unverified rumor. So for now, it stays in my unverified column. And so this will be bell made of lead. And we'll leave that there, but it stays in the unverified rumors for now. All right, so we are going to go, so we'll go to the next turn. We'll drop this down to the discard. We can flip it over, and we will go back to the beast approaches. All right, roll 1d8 again. And that's a 5, which is St. Thomas's Hospital. Good, good. That's a 5, St. Thomas's Hospital. Let's put an unverified rumor there. So now I can, might as well go straight to the hospital. So maybe after I talked to Isolde, he had a dream, and he also pointed me in the direction he heard that maybe somebody was injured, or he heard some rumor that they knew more at the St. Thomas's Hospital. So we'll put that there. He'll move. That's my first action. And now we are going to investigate. So let's first determine who do we find here. We'll go to the Codex Inquisition and we'll roll our dice. Not the beast's name. We want to roll person. Let's try that. So Agnes Aldworth found a mysterious note. Agnes Aldworth found a mysterious note. So we'll say traveled to St. Thomas Hospital and met with Agnes Aldworth, who discovered a mysterious note. So before I type any more, let's find out what is that mysterious note. So let's draw a card, Queen of Clubs. And that is good because I think that is another ward or protection, maybe, or weapon. Good, Queen of Clubs. Direct sunlight. So I love that. That's really thematic given this is a moon beast. So she found a note she doesn't know, maybe when she was looking into the hospital's records and archives. She found this note that indicated that the beast would be hurt if you can pull it into direct sunlight. So let's go back to my Sojourn table and say the note was found in the old archives and indicated that the beast could be further injured. I guess this is a weapon. So the other maybe weakened him. Is that what it says? Wards and protections. So the bell kind of maybe cripples it a little bit or stuns it. So it's a ward or some type of protection, and direct sunlight actually indicated the beast could be injured by direct sunlight. All right. Thank you, Agnes. Appreciate it. We tell her thank you, and we will continue to look for the beast. So let's end our turn there. We're going to roll our d8. I feel like we're going to find the beast soon. Number 5. And oh God, that's where I am. And I've not verified any of these things yet. So what do I do here again? Hunting the beast. Initial setup. The beast isn't on the map. Let's see. If the location has a rumor token, place the beast token at that location, if not already on the map. So if it has a rumor token. So I think because I just discovered and got rid of that token, do you keep the token? Oh, shoot. That's one thing I'm not sure. So let's read this. Locations may contain more than one rumor token, but each investigate action only removes one, so it does remove it. Be cautious when at the same location as a rumor token. The beast can arrive at that location. Be cautious when in the same location, but I guess if it has multiple tokens, but that's where I'm a little confused. But it does say each investigate removes one rumor token, so I want to make sure. Let's see. Go back here again. The beast is in the same location as you. Let's go take actions. It does say remove one rumor token. Okay. So I think I'm good. So I'm at a location, and then I think another rumor comes up. At least I think that's how you play it. So I happen to be at location 5. So I could, you know what though? Do I want to move back up and start? I've got some pretty cool things. I don't know much about the beast, but I know what can hurt it. You know what I'm going to do is since I'm at a location with this rumor token, I'm going to investigate the rumor token of where I'm at, and I will go back to my deck. So let me discard that. I'm going to draw a card in the deck. Ow, another 5 of clubs. I'm finding a lot of things out about this beast. So let me go back to the codex and let me roll for the name of who found this. Catherine Huxham. Ooh, maybe it's somebody that was, must have been maybe the sister of Isolde. Catherine Huxham found a mysterious note. So interesting. So maybe these archives are pretty fruitful. And I'm going to say, stayed at St. Thomas, and Catherine Huxham approached me and also discovered, I'm going to say it's a mysterious record in the archives. And what did that record tell Catherine? So another weapon, and that was 5 of clubs. So what that means is 5 of clubs. So somehow piercing, so direct sunlight and piercing hurts the beast. So we're going to say the note indicated that once in sunlight, a piercing weapon could kill the beast. And we haven't found anything out about what it looks like or any of that. So I investigated, but now I'm going to start making my way back so I can see if any of these are actually verified, because right now they're still unverified. So let's start the turn over. Let's roll for the beast. And if I think the way that happens is if it is in number 7, the beast arrives. Okay, 8. So that's going to be another token. I guess, yeah, the more you go back and start to investigate, the more you'll get more tokens on the map. So I am going to go ahead and pop up here with my first action, and then I'm going to verify. So it says when you're at the All Hallows the Great, roll 1d6 for each unverified rumor in your notebook. If the result is a 5 or a 6, it's false. Otherwise, mark it as a learned secret. So let's go back to our rumors. Oh, shoot, I didn't do that, did I? I got so excited. Let's go back to my, so we had the mysterious notes, had a dream about the bell. So let's make a note of this. So Agnes Aldworth. So I'm going to say location, St. Thomas Hospital. Agnes Aldworth. And this was that card suit. I'm glad I tracked this. Or did I track it? Sunlight, direct sunlight. So that was, go back, sunlight was Queen of Clubs. So that was, card suit was club. So that is rumor type. Rumor type. Ward. So this is going to be rumor type. Is it a weapon? Tactic. Yeah, weapon, tactic. Yeah, this is, I'm going to say tactic. Maybe pull it out in the sunlight. Tactic. And then we'll say description, sunlight weakens. Okay. Then we're going to find, we have Catherine Huxham. Well, I can do this and then I can copy and paste that here. Location again was St. Thomas Hospital. All right. And then we're going to say the card suit was a club again. And the rumor type was a weapon. At least that's how I'm going to describe it. And that is piercing. Yeah. All right. So we got all those. We're going to save. So we'll go down 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start rolling a d6, anything but a 5 or 6, and I will verify the top number. Otherwise, it basically gets discarded as a false rumor. So we're going to roll a d6. 3. So that's verified. So, okay. So a bell made of lead does weaken it. So that's great. Let's go to our next one, which is from Agnes Aldworth. And this is that sunlight will weaken it. So let's roll a d6. And that's a 6. So that's false. So unfortunately, our friend Agnes, that is a false. And let's just, I'm going to drop that down at the bottom. I don't think I'll need it, but I'm going to drop that at the very bottom. So that's unverified. Now we've got one more. 1. Great. So at least we know that a piercing does hurt it. And so I have now 2 dice. That's great. So I have 2 of 6 dice to attack this thing with. So let me put these up here so I can do these later. And yeah, so I have 2 secrets. And I do think I did that right, but let's check. So when you're All Hallows the Great, roll 1d6 for each unverified rumor. Great. So sketch pictures of words, weapons, and the beast. Yeah, I don't know anything about what it looks like yet, though, which is interesting. I don't think you need to verify. Let's see. You need to verify the rumors about what it looks like. Does it matter, the appearance? No, it's so game. That's hunting the beast. Move, investigate. When you are at verify. Yeah, I don't know if the description really does much for you. I think it just helps flesh it out. It does say all of these are unverified, I believe. So yeah, so there's no real appearance that I have or behavior. Okay. All right. So that's that. I completed my turn. I moved. I did that. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll our dice about the beast approaches. 7. So a 7. So the beast is on the map, right? Let's go back to the beast approaches. If the location has a rumor token, place the beast at that location. the beast has arrived. So the beast has arrived. Fortunately, it's pretty far away. And otherwise, if it doesn't ever, okay, if the beast is on the map, nope, the beast is in the location. Okay. So I think basically the beast arrived. And so for now, that is, yeah, that's it. So now I can move. So I got to be careful because it's going to have one movement, I believe. That's what it does. The beast is on the map. Roll a 1d6. 5 or 6, the beast moves one location closer to you. Okay. So I think for now, I'm going to kind of go right in the middle. There's not much I can do. I don't want to move right next to the beast, I don't think. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Yeah, because it could move one closer to me. I think I'm just going to kind of hang out there. I assume I don't have to use my full turn. So I'm going to do that. Then we're going to roll. Oh, actually, wait. Let's see. What does it say first? All right. So I roll first. So let's do that. So we're going to roll our d8, a 5. So I think I get to go ahead and put a rumor on the map. Ooh, that's tempting, right? But let's see what happens. So we did that. Place one at the location. If the beast is on the map, roll a d6. So I'm going to do that and see if he moves closer to me. 3, he doesn't. So 5 or a 6, he moves closer. So I think, oh, that's dangerous. I've got to keep trying to discover. So I'm going to move right next to him at this location 5 again. This has been, St. Thomas Hospital has been a plethora of clues. So I'm going to move once, then I'm going to investigate. So I'm going to investigate using this token. So we're going to draw a card. Wow, 6 of clubs. It says 49 cards, and I shuffled. So I'm just finding a lot of these spades and clubs. Excuse me. All right, so let's go. Let's roll again. We're at the hospital again. See what it says. So black. Oh, geez, I keep doing that. I rolled the wrong. That's the beast. I already know the beast's name. So Thomas Aldworth had a dream. So this is another one. So let's go back. Thomas Aldworth had a dream. The location, St. Thomas Hospital. Thomas Aldworth had a dream, just like I sold Huxham. And what else? And the card suit is a club. So let's see what that is. And that was a 6 of clubs. So let's look and see what the 6 of clubs is. And that is you have to view it with a mirror. So that's a tactic. View it with a mirror. So kind of like Medusa or a basilisk, you want to use a rumor. I'm going to say it's a tactic. Must view it with a mirror. All right. All right. So let's go back to our table. So we did that. We found that. We're going to move that down in the discard pile. We're going to stop our turn. And now we're going to roll. Oh, let's move the token up here. Now let's roll to see if, yeah, see where there's another token or another, unverified rumor. Or wait, beast approaches. What do we do first? Initial setup, roll 1d8 and find that location, right? So a 6. Does a 6 have a rumor token? It does not. So we're going to move that there. And then we roll 5 or a 6. The beast would move closer. It would basically move on my square. Thank God. Whew. Okay. So I'd like to know a little bit about this beast, so I don't want to get too close to it. So now that the beast doesn't move, I'm going to move 1 square away from it. And I'm going to go back. I keep going back between the Cox's Wharf and the St. Thomas Library. So I moved. So now I'm going to investigate that clue. So we will investigate that clue. 2 of diamonds. Awesome. So something that I'm going to find about it. So who talks to me? I'm going to go to the Codex. And we are going to roll to see who talks to me. And that says Catherine Clark witnessed it, so she saw it. Maybe. So let's go back and let's go to our rumor. So we're going to say Catherine Clark. I keep doing that. It's we'll copy that. And that's at Cox's Wharf. All right. And she witnessed the beast. So that was a diamond. Rumor type. Appearance, I think. Witnessed beast. I think that's all it says, right? Like she witnessed it, but it doesn't. So it's not about the appearance. I guess it says behavior. Well, wait a second. Oh, that's the. So I need to use the card. I got excited. She witnessed it, and the two of diamonds says what? So she witnessed it, and she witnessed it being stealthy. So this thing is under the cover of the darkness. So it's night. It's let's go back to our note. It's a Moon Fiend of Hogesdon. So maybe I should start fleshing this out more, and we'll say things like, well, we don't know. That's unverified, stealthy. So for now, I'll say unverified, but we know Bell weakens it, and I'll just put like a little parentheses here. So that's unverified. Bell weakens it. Sunlight does not impact it. What else did we have? Bell, yeah. Oh, and then piercing. That's right. That's right. Piercing damages it. All right. Moon Fiend of Hogesdon. All right. So we're going to go back, and I'm not using this journal as much. Probably don't need to now that I think about that. But maybe I'll just keep doing it in my notes for now. I'm just kind of learning how I want to play this. So we'll put that up here. It's not verified, but she says she witnessed it being stealthy. So I'd love to understand a little bit more what it looks like. So we'll go to our next turn, and let's roll. Oh, wait, did I? No, sorry. I think I screwed that up. What I needed to do after we did oh no, I did do that right, didn't I? And I rolled because I took my turn. So that is the Marshalsea Prison 7. So what does that mean? Is that where it is? That is, and you can have multiple rumors. So I think if the location has a rumor, if not, okay, it's already on the map. Otherwise, if the location does have a rumor, does not have, place one on. But it says you can have multiple locations, may have one more than one rumor token, but each investigate only removes one. So I think I can, the beast is already on the map. I think I can put another token on it. So for now, I'm going to do that. Let's go back. We're going to place another token on it. So let's do this. So we got 2 tokens there. The beast is on there. 5 or 6, it moves closer to me. I think I'm doing this right. A 5. All right. So I'm going to say, I guess I could move it here, but I'm going to say it is, oh man. Yeah, I'm going to say that it moves right up, and it's hunting me. It's seen me go back and forth between these locations. So what do? I guess I could wait, and I don't have to move, because if I move, I'm going to be moving. Yeah, it's the only option. I would move right into it. So what can I do? I can verify. If you're in the same location as the beast, you may perform a hunt. So does that mean I automatically? I assume that if you're on, you move into the location. Yeah, if the beast is in the same location as you, a surprise hunt. So can I run around it? Like, can I move twice, but not do a hunt? So let's look again. Investigate, verify. If you're in the same location as the beast, you may perform a hunt. Doesn't say I have to. So I think I can move twice. And only if it comes up on me, I think, if the beast is in the same location as you. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's how you do it. So I could hunt. So I think I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna go to this location. But that takes two of my movements. And after my movements, yeah, that's it. So I did my movement. Now you roll a d8. I think I've got that right. So we're gonna roll a d8 and see what this says. A 3. So we've got a rumor there, and now we're gonna roll. And if it's a 5 or a 6, no. Whew. So he doesn't move toward me, and I am now in 8, and I am going to investigate that rumor. So that is in 8. So let's move that up here. Let's draw a card, Ace of Clubs. So let us, I think I just like was able to skirt around it. It was in the vicinity, but not quite where I was. So let us roll. Agnes Bentham witnessed it. So Agnes Bentham witnessed it. So let's go back and say we are at, where are we again? We are at the burying ground. Is that right? Don't remember that, but we'll run with it. So we're at the burying ground. Burying ground. Agnes Bentham witnessed it. And this is a club. So it's a club, and rumor type is a weapon. It's a club. So let's see what the description says. Club, Ace of Clubs, loud clanging. So it seems like this thing, bells and clanging, are what really affect it. Maybe. That is unverified. Sorry, I keep clicking and forth. So loud clanging injures it, but it's unverified. So right now I've got a mirror to view it. Yes, I need to go back and I need to start verifying these. But what did I do? I don't want to. I think I just need to end my turn, and then I need to start getting back and verifying these things. So I'm going to go to next turn, and then we roll a d8 for location, I believe, a 2. Ooh, so there's a clue in the All Hallows the Great, and then we are going to roll. It rolls a 6. So the beast arrives. The beast arrives. So I believe that triggers an automatic hunt. So we're going to say it does. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back and hunting the beast. So I get 1d6 for each learned secret. So a maximum of 5d6. So I need to go back. Sorry, I'm jumping around in my rumor. So I have 2, which is, so the bell, we know the bell impacts it, as does piercing. So I get 2d6, I believe. And then what else happens here? Go back to my PDF. If you have no dice, take 1 wound. I do have 2 dice. Roll the dice and use the single lowest value. A 1 or a 2, I slay the beast. 3 to 4, he survives. 5 to 6, I really take some injury here. So let me use 2 dice. And if either of these is a 1 or a 2, I've slain the beast. I did not. So the lowest I have is a 4. So the beast survives and I take a wound. So I'm going to say it came out of nowhere. I didn't see it. So I don't really know what this thing looks like. Let me put that ace down here. And I do take an injury. So let's go back and I'm going to place one of my tokens up here because I do take one injury, but I'm still okay. So I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just kind of, maybe it knocked me unconscious. And yeah, I continue the game. So this thing knocked me down, maybe rendered me unconscious, but I don't know what really happened. So he is there. So I am going to use my turn to move to 5. And I want to verify some of these rumors. So I'm going to move up here to 6. And that's going to be my turn. Then we're going to roll to see if there's any. So I got a 2, another one up here, which is great because that's where I'm headed. But let's see if the beast moves closer to me. 2. It does not. So then it's my turn. So now I'm going to move, take my first action. So I think because the beast is pretty far away, I'm going to take one action to look at one of these rumors. So let's see who it is first. I've been doing this a little maybe out of order. So let's see who I'm talking to. I guess I could pick the same person. Catherine Bentham had a dream. So, and this, maybe I run into Catherine again. So we are at All Hallows the Great. All Hallows the Great. And what? Catherine Bentham again. And that is I don't know what the suit is yet, but she had a dream. So let's draw a card. 7 of Hearts. I like that. 7 of Hearts. The suit is hearts. Rumor type is, I think, let's see, a heart is physical appearance. I like it. So let's go. I keep doing this. Apologize for jumping around. Appearance. And again, this is unverified, but let's see what it says. And it was a, what? 7 of Hearts. So 7 of Hearts is massive antlers of a stag. Interesting. So maybe the stag that comes out at night, maybe it's some kind of were stag that comes out at night. And go back into my rumors, and we're going to say massive antlers of a stag. So I think I moved and I investigated. So that's going to be my full turn. Move that down here. And let's see if the beast moves closer to me, a 5 or a 6. Nope, 3 it doesn't. So I can do 2 things. I think I will go ahead and investigate one more rumor token here, and then I can verify, which is one action. Roll 1d6 for each unverified rumor. I think you can do them for all of them when you're there, I believe. So let's get rid of that. And let's see who I'm talking to again. So let us roll and see who it is. So this is again All Hallows the Great. And I think the Benthams keep, I think Agnes, we already talked to once. She's already given us a couple. So she's like following us around, Agnes Bentham. And the card suit, we don't know yet. So that is going to be a 10 of clubs. I like it. The card suit is a club. And rumor type, 10 of clubs, right? Yep, 10 of clubs. And that's going to be a weapon. I remember that. Weapon. And let's see what actually it is. 10 of clubs. Bludgeoning. Interesting. So piercing and bludgeoning. So physical weapons do seem to impact it. So we will go back again. Well, we don't know. Again, these are rumors. So we're going to say bludgeoning injures the beast. Okay. So now I've got 5 of these. So again, my read is I can do, and tell me if anybody knows this for sure and they think I'm wrong, But I do think if I go back to my table, verify, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, 1d6 for each unverified. It doesn't say you have to do one for each, so that's great. So let's go ahead and let's pull up each one by one. And I need, sorry, is it a 5 or a 6? Oh no, anything but a 5 or a 6. Go back. I think that's right. Yeah, if the result is a 5 or 6, cross it out as a fake rumor. All right. So let's start with the first one. So Thomas Aldworth had a dream that you must view it in a mirror. Is that true? It is true. So one of the tactics is I have to view it in a mirror. So now I've got 3. So that's great. So I'm going to get rid of this up here. And we'll delete that. So then Catherine Clark said its appearance. Oh, what did Catherine Clark say? What's the appearance? Diamond. Now I don't remember. Let's look at our discards. 2 of diamonds. Oh, is that the stag? 2 of diamonds. Apologies, but let's go look at this again. 2 of diamonds. What had that said? Oh, that it was stealthy. That's what it said, that it was stealthy. So let's go back. It's not really about the appearance. Witness the beast being right. That was stealthy, outclanging, and this was antlers of a stag. So is the beast stealthy? And that's really more, yes, behavior, not appearance. So we're going to say that's behavior. Okay. And let's see. That is true. So it's a learned secret, but it does not give me more dice. I'm going to put this down here. So we know it is stealthy, but yeah, that doesn't give me another dice like it does if it's a club or a spade. All right, what about, does loud clanging injure it? It does not. So that was a false rumor. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to cut and paste that down here. I don't think I need to do that, but it's false. What about its appearance? Antlers of a stag. I hope this is true. 3. Whew, thought that was a 5 for a second. 3. So it does have the massive antlers of a stag. I just like knowing something about it. So this was, it's stealthy. So maybe it's stealthy like it really likes the night, of course. It's moon, some kind of moon beast. And I think that was it, right? Oh, no, there's one more. Now, does bludgeoning injure the beast? So we'll see if that is true. It does. So bludgeoning, but what did I? Oh, loud clanging. So bludgeoning does injure it. And that's a club. So that's another one that I can add as a weapon, which is great. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to paste that here. So that is 4. So what are the 4 I know again? Bell made of lead hurts it. Piercing hurts it. You have to view it in a mirror, which is interesting. And then bludgeoning injures the beast. All right. So that is everything I can do on my turn. So now let's roll a 5 or a 6. And a 5. It moves closer to me. So I'm going to say there, because if I moved up here, it's kind of stuck. So, all right. So it's my turn. Do I want to? I kind of feel like I'm just going to go all out and find this beast. Because I've got 4. I know I'm injured, but I kind of want to go after this thing. So then on my action, if you're in the same location, take action. See, I can't hunt, but I could move onto it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to find my way to the beast. And yep, I'm going to find my way to the beast. Then once it's the beast's turn, it will trigger an automatic hunt. And in this case, in this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 dice. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need a 1 or a 2 to defeat this beast. So let's see. A 2. All right. So the beast is defeated. What I'm going to do, which isn't part of the game, but given I don't know much about, I guess I know it has the massive antlers of a stag. So I can make up the rest. So let's do this. So I'm going at I'm gonna say I'm going at night, and I find this beast, and it's it's massive, but it's really, it can kind of camouflage itself in the dark. So it's kind of hidden, and I'm using the mirror because it has these strange silvery eyes that I'm trying to make sure that I'm looking at it the right way. And when it isn't looking, I'm going to say somehow I'm able to wrap it up in rope and tie it up, and it's getting close to dawn. So once dawn comes, does sunlight affect it? Now I'm trying to remember. Piercing bell. No, this okay. So it's not, sunlight doesn't. So I don't need to wait until the end of the evening, but I'm gonna kind of set this bell on to where it's, I've got it on a rope, and I'm gonna have this bell going back and forth that kind of disorients it. And as this beast is disoriented, I'm gonna find some tools that are, maybe some spades, some shovels, who knows? But where am I? I'm in the location 5. What is the location? And obviously this is just flavor, but I'm in 5. Oh, I'm in St. Thomas Hospital. So I'm going to say I find this thing in the basement because that's where all the clues were. And I'm able to get it to where, yeah, it's cornered. And, with, some equipment that I find in the storage closets in the hospital, I'm able to overcome this thing and defeat the beast, which is the Moon Fiend of Hogesdon. So that's it. That was fun. It took me, I think, about an hour. Let's see, I'm trying to look. Yeah, just under an hour. So I really enjoyed it. I thought the table worked well. I know I'm not the best storyteller, but I really enjoyed that game. And if you guys like it, drop a like. Let me know if you have any questions. But I encourage you to check it out on Exeunt Press. I don't remember how much it is, but it's on itch. I think you can buy it on itch.io as well. And again, I've played Tolland, I played Caveat Emptor. I think this is the first one I've finished. So check out the playthrough by Lone Adventure. And yeah, until next time, I hope everyone is enjoying their games. Bye, everyone.